And I love them, still love them today. I mean, they're my boys. 30.
We're going to skip to chapter 30, or excuse me,
Yeah,
verse
you did 21.
30. Yeah, I did.
You said 30?
Yeah, verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, or is that betroth? That's betroth. Betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
After 19 years of being married to my ex-wife, she felt the need to go find other men, and I didn't stay at the house. I just, until I just got tired of it, and I sat down with her and told her, I'm just going to move on. And but I still wasn't with God, but He was still with me. I know He was there, and if anybody don't believe that, I mean, from what I'm going through today, I mean, I should have known then. I should have been with God.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
Because of 19 years I was in a relationship with my ex-wife, I lost a relationship with my daughter. She will not have nothing to do with me today. And I know I can't, I can't blame her because I let it happen. And but I know that the good Lord's going to make it happen. All that's happened to me today, I know it's going to happen. Like I was telling Amy this morning, I said, I might be dead and gone, but she's going to realize, I loved her. Because she don't feel I love her, but I do.
Verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
As I was out of church, I was drinking, carrying on, and bought me a Harley. I've worshipped that thing like a god. I took it everywhere. It was. I kept it clean. I worshipped that thing, and it just became a part of my life that nothing else mattered. I wished I hadn't, but it happened, and that's in the past now. And I know that I don't need material things now. I got a life now that nothing else matters but family and God. Go ahead.
Verse 38. Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little in, for the locust shall consume it.
Now this is the way I interpret this. Amy don't feel the same, but
well, I think we're looking at it the same way from a different point of view.
I was making real good money where I was working at. I was making excellent money, and then I lost the job, and I had a big 401k plan, and I cashed it out, got it all. And then I was living off of that, and it just wasn't doing the right things.
What got me confused on this one, where we kind of struggled with agreeing on it, was verse 38 to me says you'll have potential to have a lot, but you won't have it. And what he had written down was that he made good money and cashed in his 401k, but the part that sums it all together is that he cashed in his 401k and now he has none.
Yeah.
And hasn't had a job with 401k since, so it wasn't replenished. And now
I haven't had a good job since.
Yeah, and now we're financially struggling. So even though he had the potential, it was there, it was set aside. He was making good money, but he didn't get to keep it, basically. So it does. We do, yeah. So we do agree. We just looked at it differently. Verse 41: Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
My sons was too loyal to their mother. They wouldn't have nothing to do with me at the time. And of course I didn't have no relationship with Brittany, and this ties into the way I was doing, just like it says here. I was just spending so much time on me and doing things I wanted to do that I couldn't have no relationship with neither one of them. And it's a sad thing.
And verse 42 says, All thy trees and fruit of thy land shall the locust consume. And I almost feel like not only what he's got here, which is the monetary portion, but his children did not get to witness their father serving the Lord.
Amen.
And I think they paid for that as well.
Yeah. I spent all my 401k and I was out of money and barely making it, but I was still worshiping at that Harley. I mean, all my money was going in it. I wouldn't eat so I could, put gas in it. And that was just the way it was for me. And I, like I said, I hated doing it, and I know God has forgiven me for all of this, because he's been there for me all this time.
Verse 44, He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. And this is talking about the stranger or other people.
I moved to Georgia with my cousin and her husband. They wasn't strangers, but she offered, take me in and help me establish myself and get me a job.